Good, man. Are we doing this in?
No, I'm just
Okay, okay.
like, I was just having.
Okay, no, I didn't know. No, but it's good, man. You know, take a year off, spend some time with the kids and this, and now slowly but surely try to find something, and still want to be involved in basketball. So
Yeah. So, I just want to give me a one, two,
Yep.
three, make sure that's good.
yeah. 1, 2, 3.
All right. So we'll start now. First off, tell me what's it like to be here at adidas Eurocamp, almost full circle for you.
Yeah, it is. It's a full circle. The last time that I was playing here was 2007. So it's been quite a while, and I have really good memories of this place. Met a lot of new people, new friends, and it's always nice to come back and support the young talent, upcoming NBA stars. So,
And for you, what's it mean to be part of the adidas family?
that means a lot. They support me on my journey in my career, and always got my back. So, I love their stuff. I love playing in their shoes, and it's a privilege to be here and to represent them. So.
And to see the talent that Eurocamp has now, and obviously it was talented when you were there, but what's it like to see the difference?
I think it's a huge difference, especially the style of basketball changed a lot. Back in the day, I was just talking to Rodriguez yesterday that usually we have point guard 6'2", 6'3", and now you cannot find them anymore. Everybody's 6'6", 6'7", and they're playing on the ball, off the ball. So the game changed a lot, but I think basketball it's in good hands.
Speaking of how the game has changed, you're a guy who used to play a lot of run the horn sets with Igor Kokoskov,
Yeah.
Which now that's a popularized set that teams run all the time. What's it like to see teams running actions and playing a style that maybe was considered new into the NBA, and now it's the norm?
Yeah, it's great. For me, I always like to play from pick and rolls, up tempo game. So when I got drafted, and I was playing for Phoenix Suns, we kind of start this up tempo team. Try to finish the offense in the first 5 seconds because the defense is not set. And now when you see the NBA, they're playing fast, but they're shooting a lot of more threes. At that time, we were number one in threes, but the funny thing is we were averaging 15 threes a game, and now they're shooting 40 threes, 35 threes. So it's the game changed so much, and you can see. You can be up 20 points, and the teams come back pretty quickly because they can shoot all the threes. So.
Speaking of your time in Phoenix, you were part of the Isaiah Thomas, Eric Bledsoe, and yourself, the three-headed guard. What was did you expect all of you guys to go on to have the careers that you did, because you all were great players in your own right? And was that the first time you had to deal with the business part of basketball? Because I felt like that also became awkward at times.
We first have a great relationship with Isaiah and Bledsoe. Me and Bled played a little bit longer, and then Isaiah came, and it was fun, but at the same time was a lot of challenges because suddenly we all like to play with the ball. We had to sacrifice a little bit, and then I was a little bit taller than those two guys, and then I had to guard position threes. That it was really challenging for me because those guys are stronger, taller, but it was fun. We play fast. We had a lot of success, but on the end, everybody had to choose their own path, and I went to Miami, as I went to Boston, and Bled stayed in Phoenix, and it was fun.
What happened when you got to Miami that everything clicked and you just took your game to a whole nother level?
Just to be part of the championship mentality, sharing the locker room with D-Wade, Chris Bosh, and just to see how those guys operate, and of course, Hall of Fame coach Spo. give me a lot of confidence, and I always like to play how they were playing the system-wise, and yeah, you know, of course you need some time to adjust on a new team, but the transition was pretty easy for me, and it's all because of teammates. They give me confidence and everything. So.
Speaking of your time in the NBA, was there ever a moment that you felt like that was like your welcome to the NBA moment, or like that you realized that the NBA was completely different than Europe?
Yes, I remember. I think so. It was Tinsley. One game, I was a rookie, and maybe the third or fourth game of the season. And I didn't play much at first. Coach put me in the last 3-4 minutes of the game, and I was guarding him, and he put the ball between my legs, and he caught the ball on the other side and laid it up, and then I said, okay. You know what? I got embarrassed, but the next possession I did exactly the same thing to him. So I was like, you know what? This is gonna be fun. But I do have to be, more engaged in this. But yeah, that was kind of a welcome moment for me. So
that's really cool.
yeah.
And to you, looking back at your career, do you have one moment that you're most proud of, or something that you feel was the best thing you accomplished?
I mean, I would say all 15 years in NBA. As a kid, I was really into playing this league, and the toughest thing is to be consistent and to stay so long in the league. I still think if I didn't have injury, I would still play because basketball is my life. But yeah, I don't know, probably All-Star game, making to the finals with Miami. Playoffs games are all so fun, and the games is way different than regular season, so something like that.
Speaking of the injuries, was it hard to end your career maybe not on the terms you wanted, but because your body kind of
Yeah,
told
yeah.
you to end? Like, was that something you had to take time to deal with, like to grapple with?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it was tough. It's still tough because I didn't go out on my terms. Of course, I understand injuries are part of the game, but yeah, you have to accept it. You have to move on. But if I look back, some guys, they don't have such a long careers that I did. So I'm grateful for every moment that I spent on the court. So.
What was it? Was it your knees or?
Yeah, my knee. Yeah, yeah.
And one of my last questions is, for you as someone who's played in both Europe and NBA, to you, who are the greatest 5 NBA players and who are the 5 best European players?
Oh, you put me on the spot right now. I mean, if I go by the top 5, is that like what I think or my favorite 5 guys or?
5 all time for both. Your guys.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, let's do. Okay. I'm gonna start with 5. Jokic right now. I have to go with my guy Luka as a 1. Then of course Michael as a 2 guard. Let's say we're gonna put I play conference final against Kobe, and he really dismantled us. So I'm gonna put Kobe as a 3 guard, and then 4. I mean, you have LeBron, you have Larry Bird. You know what? I'm gonna go old school, and I'm gonna put Larry Bird in.
I like that. And for you, what about Europe?
The Europe, for sure, right now, Luka. Let's say Luka as a 1, 2 as a Dražen Petrovic, 3. I'm gonna go 3. Let's do Peja Stojakovic. 4 Dirk. And because I use Jokic as in NBA, I'm gonna go 5 Pau Gasol.
That's good. So my last question is that who to you is your goat and why?
I mean, when I was a kid, Michael, everybody who follow in basketball, he's the best. Then, because I was always the smallest, I like to watch guards, so it was Allen Iverson and Steve Nash. and then it really happened. You know, I shared the locker room with Steve. He was my mentor, and that was one of the best moments in my career, just to pick up his brain. Of course, I play completely differently, but just to, you know, to be around him and to see how he's seeing the game and how he's preparing himself for the, you know, for the games was something special. So.
How important was he for your career?
Oh, really important, especially at the beginning. When I struggled, when I didn't play much, he was always giving me advices, and you know, I still remember one of the biggest was like a you know, put hard work in, put behind the scenes, because they're gonna call your name maybe once or twice, and you have to be ready, and you have to show them that you belong here. So, and then that really happened. You know, you never know. You know, maybe somebody gets hurt. You have to step in, and at that time you have to show them what you can do. So.
And that was everything I have for you. I appreciate you.
Thank you.